Hello and welcome back to the course Basics of Computer Science and Information Systems, and on Module 2 where we continue with Information and Information Systems. And in this video we will continue with talking about the main components of information system. Now we already talked about information system as an integrated set of systems which brings a lot of things together, not just hardware and software, but other things. And in order to understand that better, if you look at the information system, you should think first about data which needs to be, processed or worked on. And that is something that becomes a useful information to the people who need to use it. However, you need some form of hardware and software to be able to process that information, and you also need some procedure or way of working and maybe some interconnection of all this stuff and other things for it to work. So basically, if you have a computer or a set of hardware and then you have a software, you can feed it some raw information and that will be processed, and through some connections of programs and other things that you have in your system, you can apply some approach or methods or procedure or process in order that this data going through the hardware and software and via the networks of things becomes information that is useful to the end users, which are the people. And these will form the basis of the next set of discussions which we will be doing in that sense. So basically speaking, when you think of information system, it's also kind of a computer based system in itself, because then you see the hardware, the data itself, the software, the people. So there's not that much difference when we talk about computer science or computer systems and also information systems. These are intertwined. And the areas that you can, find information systems where they are used, and also for possible job opportunities, things like in computer science, like we just explained, applied mathematics, when you're doing operational research, which are more on the technical side of things. But there's also like process related things, like when you're managing operation in a company, doing some marketing management or economics. And you can also start going into behavioral, like psychology, sociology. Every one of these aspects, and many of them, has to do with information and how you process that information, and using a particular set of tools and pattern and way, depending on the field of application. Information systems, has a lot of disciplinary areas where you can focus, and these are the things that we will be looking at. So in videos to come, we'll talk about several types of information system and how useful they are and where you can use them. And that, shows to some extent how you can apply information system, which also will relate to the data and computers that we talked about in previous videos. And that brings us to the end of the module 2. And to do some further study, we advise that you go online and search for information systems, components of information systems, and use any terminologies you see also in the slides or in this video to search for more information, to read a bit more and discover more for yourself about what we just talked about. And one way I do my search is by adding a PDF suffix at the end. And that helps me with getting some links, which comes with actual PDF documents. So thank you for listening, and see you in the next videos.